Alright, so today is anniversary of first month on testosterone. Obviously there aren't going to be very many changes that you'll notice in your first month. The only thing that I've really noticed is I have an increase of energy, appetite, a little bit more body hair growth, but that's about it so far. It'll be frustrating, but it's a really slow process. So today is my shot day. I don't know why I decided that I wanted to start kind of documenting this. I know a lot of guys do. So first thing that you're gonna do when you're administering your own shots is take your vial of testosterone. Mine looks like this. It's really tiny, but I start out on a very low dose. That's what my doctor decided would be best for me. It's kind of different for everyone depending on what their natural hormone levels are, but you take your little vial of testosterone and you're going to warm enough in between your hands like this, because testosterone is really thick, and if you don't warm it up before you try to draw it, it's going to take a while. Learned that from experience. So yeah, once you think it's warm enough, then you're going to get your needle. Well, first you're going to take an alcohol swab, like one of these little ones. The prepackaged ones are what my doctor says best, and I guess it's because you need them sterile and all of that jazz. And before you draw it up, you're just going to take the alcohol pad and that little spot right there, you'll just clean it off, because you don't want to get infections. This is what the average needle that you will use will look like. Since I'm on a low dose, it's a 1 cc syringe. I have a 22 gauge 1 inch needle on it. That's about the size that works best for intramuscular injections for a person my size. I'm pretty small. It varies from person to person, and your doctor, you can talk with them and they will recommend the proper size of needle for your body size and all of that, because depending on your size and everything, they might try having you use something different. Like if you're a little bit bigger, you're going to need a longer needle, obviously, but I'm not. So you're going to remove the shield off of it, and before you go to draw it, you're going to want to just pull back the plunger to what your dose is, because you're going to want to inject that air into the vial before drawing testosterone. So now that we got that, this part always makes me nervous. When you turn it upside down, you inject the air into the vial, and then you pull it back a bit, because you don't want to, redraw air out of your vial. You're going to want the tip of the needle sitting in the testosterone is in there. That's the tricky part, especially because you have to keep it upright. My hands shake a lot, so I have a hard time doing this. My dose is 0.2 cc, is what my doctor wanted me to start out at. And testosterone is very thick. And it will take a while to do this part, so don't lose your cool. I get really impatient doing this because it takes forever. This is honestly one of the worst parts because of how thick it is. I hate it. And you're going to want to make sure that you don't have any air bubbles. There will be air bubbles when you start pulling it, which is a little concerning, but you can just, you know, push the plunger back in and it'll force the air back up into the vial. Cat's in here trying to figure out how to open the bathroom door. She's trying to get out from the wrong side of the door. Looks like I've gotten rid of all of my air bubbles. I've gotten the 0.2 cc drawn. I set that back over there. And then the next thing is picking your injection spot. How my doctor explained it is you kind of quadrant your thigh into quarters, half right up the middle and then half sideways. And then you're going to inject it in the left top quarter, usually about right there on your thigh. And you're going to want to change what thigh you're injecting into every other shot, or every shot. Like, so if you inject in your left 1 week, the next shot you're going to inject into your right. And you're going to want to make sure that is clean. So you're going to take a cotton swab and just kind of wipe it off. I got very lucky because I'm mentally ill, obviously, and I have a lot of scars all over my body. And because of that, I can't feel my injections. Some people can, obviously, but I don't, which is a good thing because I hate needles. This is the hardest part, honestly, is stabbing yourself with it. That's where it was the most nerve-wracking for me my first time injecting my first shot. So once you get your spot picked and it's all clean, you're going to take the needle, and you're not going to want to inject it at an angle. You just want it to go straight into the muscle. My hands are shaky, and I really hope I don't mess this up. Next part, you're going to want to pull back the plunger a little bit to make sure you didn't hit a vein. If blood comes out, change where you're injecting. Alright. So it looks like I'm clear, and injecting it is also a really hard part because, like I said before, testosterone is very, very thick. It'll take a few seconds to do this. This is normal. So don't worry about it. High nipples. Oh. Alright, so there we go. And then if the needles that you bought came with them, you're going to want to re-shield the needle, obviously, for safety reasons. And there may be a little bit of bleeding. That is also normal. So I like to have a Band-Aid on standby to just kind of cover it up, make sure I don't bleed everywhere. And that's that. That was shot number 3 for me. This is always so nerve-wracking because I've been waiting years to be on it, and now I'm finally on it. But I hope that this video was of some use to someone out there. I feel like I'll probably do more of these. If so, next week for my next shot.